If you do not use the time right now given to you to exercise your muscles so that you can impact your world will through time outgrow or outneed the talent muscle that you have.
Hashtag exercise your muscle.
Hello, mega exercises. This is the Master Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle. To all our new viewers, welcome. We are always so excited when somebody new joins us on this journey of exercising our talent muscle. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video comes out. Mega exercises, welcome to another video where you learn how to exercise your muscle. If you would like your muscle advertised on our channel, send an email to market@tgmmega.co.za. Remember, your muscle is given to you so that you can impact your world. Your world consists of people who know what your talent muscle is and who find value in it. So, this is another platform where you can make your world a bit bigger. Send the email to market@tgmmega.co.za. We are still busy with our series that we are calling Why Are You Here? Why am I here? And I hope with the past videos, mega exercises, you are now able to explain or understand your significance in your world. Why am I here? And if you haven't heard the story, this question popped up after a few weeks ago when I had a horrific car accident that I walked out of with no scratch. So I started asking myself, why am I here? What is the significance of my being alive in my world today? So, for the past few videos, we've tried to explain this phenomenon, why God still has you alive in your family, in your community. Why does your community need you? Today we've looked at the dimensions, right? We've looked at the first dimension, we've looked at the second, the third, and today we are looking at the fourth dimension. I'm so excited about this topic, mega exercises. And if you haven't seen any of the past videos, go onto our channel, go back, check it out so that today's video makes sense. So, like I said, today we're talking about the fourth dimension, which is the element called time, temporal element called time. Why is it temporal? It's temporary, right? Right now, it's a certain time. A few seconds from now, it will be a different time. So, time is always changing, always moving. So, it is temporary, it's a temporal element. So we said the first element is the length. Remember, 2 points connected by a line, which we called your present, is connected to your future by the vision. And then the second element, we said it's the width. How many people are you impacting with your talent muscle? The previous week, we looked at the third dimension, which was height. And there we learned that you can only go as far as your mind allows you. The thoughts in your mind, that's how far you can grow to. That's how far your talent muscle can go to, as far as your thoughts can take you. Now we're going to learn about the element called time. We connect all these previous dimensions through time. Time, like I said, is temporal. It is always changing. So this can work to your benefit. Right now, you might be a novice. You might have only started watching these videos a few weeks ago, a few months ago, where you are starting to learn, oh, I actually have significance. There's something that God placed in me that is for my world, right? So you are still in the beginning stages where you're probably discovering your talent muscle and you slowly exercising it, right? So you might be at a time in your life where your talent muscle is still very weak. You're not impacting anybody in your world. You're not even able to help yourself with this talent muscle. Remember, time is temporal. Once you adhere to the previous dimensions where you've got a vision to where you want to grow to, where you've got in your mind the amount of people you want to impact with your talent muscle, Also, you are changing the negative thoughts and belief systems that you've been brought up with, that have been hindering your growth. Remember that time is temporal. You might be in your beginning stages right now. You're only starting to exercise your talent muscle. Continue, be consistent. One of the ways that you can use time for your benefit, remember it's temporal, it is consistency. Through consistency, you can actually move towards your future. You can actually move towards impacting the people in your life that God brought you here on earth for. Time is temporal. However, it is an influence in our exercising our muscles that we cannot ignore, right? The more you waste time in discovering your talent muscle, in exercising it, the more you're impacting the people who are supposed to be touched or influenced by your talent muscle. If you start using time to your advantage, one of the ways is through consistency. You have to consistently be persistent in you exercising your talent muscle. For example, me, muscle lady, right? I am here every week with a video exercising my talent muscle and encouraging you to go discover what your talent muscle is and encouraging you to exercise it. I'm being consistent, I'm being persistent, right? I might not have yet touch the number of lives that my talent muscle is brought on earth to touch, right? I have not maybe impacted the amount of people in my world, or I haven't grown my world to the point that I was created for. However, the only way I'm going to get to the future that I was created for is my consistency, my persistence. Persistence in what? In changing the thoughts that I put in my mind, like the limits, the limitations, being persistent in changing it, right? So, say now your thought level is at this point. Once you grow it, you read and bring information, you grow it to another level, right? The more you are persistent and consistent, you are raising the bar higher. You are getting better at your talent muscle, and by you raising the thought levels higher, you are impacting more people in your life. So time is the fourth dimension. It is a temporal element that we can't evade. We all have 24 hours in a day. No matter how much money you have, no matter how little money you have, we all have 24 hours in a day. How you benefit from the element of time depends how you use your time, right? How can you benefit from time? Consistency, persistence, and having a plan. Remember the first dimension, you need a vision. This is where you are, this is where you want to go to. How you connect the two dots is through vision. So use time to work towards that vision. Don't just have a planner on the paper or on your phone and not work towards it. How you use time to your benefit is do something consistently, persistent. Be persistent. You're gonna get no's on this journey of exercising your muscle. But a no doesn't mean your talent muscle doesn't exist, mega exercises. Just because somebody does not see your value right now, just because somebody does not believe that you've got that talent muscle, it does not nullify the fact that it exists. God brought you here on earth with a talent muscle. Every human being is brought here with something special, something that you're supposed to use to impact your world. Just because the people in your world don't see it or value it yet, or might never, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? Use time to your benefit. Be consistent, be persistent in you exercising your muscle, gaining knowledge to challenge the negative thoughts that you have. Use time to your benefit to move from your present with along your vision to your future. Use time to your benefit. Stop being lazy daisy. Things will just happen. You need to make things happen. Mega exercises. This is your life. This is your talent muscle. The hard part has already been done. God gave you this gift, right? But it is up to you to do something about it. We won't benefit from this talent muscle if you don't do something about it. You're supposed to use the time element, the temporal element to your advantage so that you may impact the world that God brought you here on earth to impact. You have to use time to your benefit, mega exercises. Life is moving. You are growing older. You are getting tired. Life is happening. Life is moving. And not only are you growing, your world is growing. If you waste time and you don't use time to your benefit, there will come a time where even if you exercise your talent muscle, your world would have outgrown or have no need for your talent muscle because they will outsource it elsewhere. If you do not use the time right now given to you to exercise your muscles so that you can impact your world will through time outgrow or outneed the talent muscle that you have. They will outsource it. Where you're a baker, you're in my neighborhood, I don't know your talent muscle, you haven't exercised your talent muscle. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to the next town. I'm going to go somewhere else to go get a baker. By the time that you're baking and you exercise your muscle, I don't need it anymore because I already have somebody whom I trust. The longer you waste time, the longer you don't use time to your benefit to exercise your talent muscle, not only are you wasting your time, but you are wasting the time that you should have used to impact your world. Mega exercises. The fourth dimension, the temporal element called time. It is always changing, it is always moving. If you don't use it for your benefit, you will lose out. You will be left behind time. Watch the series of time that we spoke about, where we spoke about time. If you don't exercise your talent muscle and you don't use the time that you're given right now, you will be left behind time. Your world moves along. They learn to live without your talent muscle. And then the value that God placed in you no longer has value because they outsource your talent muscle. So, what we can learn from this fourth dimension is that time is temporal. Time is always moving. Time is always changing. We need to learn how to use time to our benefit. How? One of the ways, be consistent. The other way, be persistent. Just because right now people don't see value in your talent muscle, people don't see your talent muscle, it does not nullify the fact that it exists. You need to believe that your talent muscle exists. And in you believing that, you will work towards exercising it so that it is strong enough to not only benefit you, but also benefit your world. Use time for your benefit, mega exercises. You are brought here on the earth into your world to make your world different, better, because you exist in it. Use time for your benefit so that the world can benefit from the gift that God placed in you. This is the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
Hashtag exercise your muscle.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I truly, truly value you. Please share the link with your family and friends so that they may also learn how to exercise their talent muscle. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video comes out. Until next time, this is the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.